all sorts of advice about all sorts of different things. Leadership advice, development, professional development, different bases and stuff he'd been to, all these wonderful places and things going on.
Here we go.
So anyways, you know, one day I'm sitting in there and this chick has filed like the 4th EO complaint against me, and he knows what's going on. And he knows something's up. And he looks at me and goes, okay, how are you doing today? Because you don't look like you're having a good day. And I'm just like, full circle. Well, I'm like, you know what? I'm not usually comfortable about saying this, and I don't want to throw people on the bus, but it is a pretty serious issue, and I'm honestly getting sick and tired of it. And he's like, that girl that's filing an EO complaint against you, huh? I'm like, yeah, that one. So anyways, I tell him that, and he's like, okay. It's like, we can take care of that.
But I think we'd only start to lose.
But he didn't,
always a hoe.
the thing was, he didn't even talk to the chick, and she's filing complaints about
No,
it.
she's filing complaints to me, and I'm doing everything I can to avoid her. I'm not talking to her or anything, and everybody in the squadron knows it. So it's like, all you're doing is, you're being crazy. And it's not just me you're filing against other men too.
Oh,
Meanwhile, we
seriously?
go and find out she's an A1C screwing a NCO.
Oh boy.
Yeah, after she just recently got a divorce from an abusive husband, they said. And we're just like,
Not quite as bad as Scotty was in the officer, but it's close.
but no, it was one of those. It's like, okay, so that comes out. That was the nail in the coffin that ultimately ends up getting her ass kicked out, or kicked out of the base. So she gets kicked back home to her base. We find out her base had sent her there just so that they could get rid of her for a while, because they didn't want to do it. And we're like, well, that's fucked up. No, that's fucked up that they did that to her in the first place. They should have been given her medical help, but as the Air Force politics like to do, they like to sweep things under the rug from time to time back in the day. So, the result was she gets sent back to her base and eventually medically discharged for mental instability. But the point is that it caused me all sorts of hell and grief while I was there, and so many others.
Oh yeah.
And if not for the fact that I was talking to other people and stuff, and they were, you know, interacting with everybody and showing people that, hey, I'm not
that you
that
were
guy.
Bases with a fucking general.
Yeah, I'm sitting there talking with him because he's giving me really good advice and stuff, and you know, he finally had somebody that respected him for not just his rank, but for who he was, but was also willing to listen to him and not say a peep about his conversations with him.
So
One of those, I'm a very adamant person where I don't like to make rumor mills and stuff, especially at the port location. So you know, that
fair enough.
as a result, me and him we had the respect of one another. I knew what his rank was, and I would never do anything to upset that.
Yeah.
Ow.
I mean, don't go pissing off a general. You'll only get screwed.
But the chicken, he was cute.
Well, the chicken's dead.
Oh, he was my friend.
Oh, so would you say that would you say that she wanted the Bukaki choke slam?
Pretty much, yeah. It really was that.
How long ago was this?
5 years ago.
Damn.
Anyways, so yeah.
What's your rank now?
I'm
by
pretty
the way?
pissed off if that was...
I'm a staff sergeant now in E5.
Oh, nice.
I would have been pissed off if that were me in that circumstance, dude.
Oh no, I wasn't pissed. I was just like,
My frustration might have gotten me kicked out in that situation because I would have probably done something stupid about it.
I mean, I would have just...
Like, I would have ripped her a new one, which would have ultimately probably backfired on me.
Yeah, especially if it depends. Especially if you plan on doing things very literally.
oh, it's like
literally ripping.
no, it's like, you know, that kind of stuff though.
Fuck off. But that was really
All playing OJ?
yeah. Different
Sorry that I
games.
keep going off on you guys.
Oh no, dude. I would be the same
Yeah,
way.
fine.
You weren't here when I went off about my ex, so. You know.
No, I'm not really going off. I was just, what the fudge? Lewis, what is that thing?
What thing?
It's wearing a baker's hat.
You know,
It's a die!
Oh, it's a custom dice.
Hey, I'm gonna roll a d20 for you, and I'm gonna tell you what you get, okay? You got a 9. I'm gonna roll a d20 for your boy Joe here. He got a 9.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna roll a d20 for NATO. He got an 11. D20 for Jam. 17. D20 for me. 20. Nice.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Damn it, dude.
yeah.
And where's Seth? Where's Seth at?
You took too much bed.
You just
Okay,
see my
so
6-sided
Y,
die.
the character Y got a 20 also.
Nice.
I have
So whoever's playing Y got a nat 20 with me. So we're all awesome, and the rest of you suck. I'm just kidding.
Have you seen my dice? You know, it was like the 6s are replaced with hammer and sickles.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta be shitting me. Did I just do something wrong?
It's funny because I play Magic the Gathering, so all my Dungeons and Dragons dice also work for counting up counters and shit.
Oh, no, you want bad. So I made a white-green heal deck, right? So I outplayed somebody because I had over 1,000 health.
Oh my god.
His cards ran out before mine did because he went second. That's the only reason I won. I had such an army out on the field, and he couldn't do anything because I had certain cards in place that said, "Haha, you can't attack me." Oh, and every single turn, I get to put out one of these. Oh, and every single turn, I get to put out a copy. Oh, and every single turn, I get to put out 10 more copies of this one card. Oh, and I get this much health based on how many cards I have out.
That
Oh,
was a bad decision.
Yes,
that was a very bad decision. Your character is like,
The glass cannon.
Yeah.
So, dude, I got a red-white deck, and I've got some OP cards in it, dude. I've got a Ulamog, and he's
Dude, if I actually-
10.
if I pulled out, no, he's an indestructible until I exile him.
Oh, she's the one on yours like.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm an asshole. I would run my blue-white deck just so I could exile him
I
right off
never
the bat.
play Ulamog until I have my swiftness boots, and I just toss them on him so he can't be targeted by snow. So unless someone's a more white Dayman.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we'll
won't be able to. No, you wouldn't be safe anyways because what happens with me is I've got cards that actually get around that kind of shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, my blue deck, it's a blue-white Sphinx deck. My most broken deck I ever created was a Demir Lobotomy deck. Blue-black hybrid. Every card in there was a blue-black casting cost hybrid, which meant that I could play a swamp or an island or both on that card and cast it, and it would count as both a blue and a black. Well, then I had 3 Demir Lobotomists in there.
They're back.
Well, Demir Lobotomies, the Demir Lobotomist has, whenever you play a blue card or a blue spell, you automatically get, the opponent has to exile a card. The top card of the deck, they exile. Any cards that are exiled, they can't play copies of that card. You see where this is getting at, right?
Yeah.
Play a black card, a black spell, and the same thing happens. Well, if you play a blue and black spell with one of those out, it automatically means that they get 2 cards taken off the top of the deck. So you can essentially shut a deck down
No, you can just start
within 7
milling
turns.
through their deck.
No, I did. I would mill through their decks because I had 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in a tournament, and I got lucky. I got fucking lucky. I pulled out 2 Circuit Demir Lobotomists at the same time.
No.
And then the next round, I ended up getting it on the 4th turn. And he said I was cheating and stuff. I'm like, dude, you shuffled my deck because you accused me of cheating on the first one. I'm like, you can't even say that I'm cheating now because you shuffled and you freaking cut the deck. Now you're full of shit, kid. I'm just fucking lucky.
Dude,
you
in
know?
my
No,
EDH
like-
deck, I
No,
have
he
10
played a
top
sliver
cards.
deck. He played a sliver deck. You know what sliver decks are like.
Yeah.
Secure Demir Lobotomies, the Lobotomy deck
Just
annihilates it. And he was just super pissed off because I could destroy his deck even without Secure Demir Lobotomies. But anyways, so the first one I get 2 of them out, right? And it's instant GG because he's mulling 4 cards every single time I play a spell. Oh, by the way, all the other cards in the deck, there was nothing over 4 casting costs. You see where this is going, right?
Yeah.
I nullified their decks before it even got to the 5th turn. I'd have nullified pretty much almost all of their decks, except for the cards they originally had in their hands, and even then I could.
So you
The
said
good part about my Ulamog is, anytime my
is this?
Ulamog card
Oh,
attacked,
this is Joe. No, I don't attack Joe. I like
dude,
Joe.
anytime my Ulamog card attacked, they had to exile the top 20 cards of their deck. So until they took Ulamog out, I was just destroying their decks, dude. Like one kid, by the time they took Ulamog out, only had 10 cards left on his deck.
hey,
No, I know that. Ulamog was one of the most dick move decks you could ever have.
But then I have a white card that's a big fuck you to everyone, because you know how I have the white in my red deck? Well, this card has a unique ability to where I have a lot of
Here's to
cards.
hoping that this is on the SD card and not on freaking because it's on an Excel spreadsheet and I need to pull the Excel if I'm going to actually tell you guys the details of my character from D&D that I never got to use. Because if we play D&D, I'm getting this character out. I'm bringing this character out because I need the handicap. Secondly, I'm bringing the character out because it's an archer that can melee. Third, I'm bringing this one out because what is with all these cards dropping on the ground? Are those all trap cards or something?
Yeah, they're all trap
Yeah.
cards. You know,
Oh God Almighty, have mercy on me!
It's my sweeper bud.
So Shane, by the way,
Yep.
you said you were in 5 years ago when all this happened. When all this
I'm
crap
still
happened. Oh. When did you like get it? Like, how long have you been serving?
When that become a what?
How long have you been serving?
I found food.
6 years? 6 years and some change?
And I assume